Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a different video today. We're going to talk a little bit about history and in the light of recent events with our current administration, talking about gun confiscation, only wanting the federal government to own firearms. I'm going to talk about some instances when the federal government has actually attacked its own people. And so that's one of the reasons why we are given the Second Amendment. And I will tell you this, I honestly believe that minorities need the Second Amendment more than anybody else. Now, it's not necessarily just racial minorities, but ethnic minorities, political minorities, religious minorities. We're given inherent rights to us by the Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. And when those rights are taken away, when we no longer have a redress of grievances, that's when we revoke to or revert to the Second Amendment. So you might think that, man, our federal government would never do that to us. Only that happens in the Soviet Union after World War II, or China during the Communist Revolution, or Pol Pot. Guys, there are instances in the past where the federal government has attacked its own people. And so we're going to talk about several of those. Some you might know, some you might not. So here we go. Wounded Knee, late 1800s. Federal government went to go disarm members of the Lakota tribe. Turned into a massacre. 300 dead or injured. Horrible time in history. Ruby Ridge, Randy Weaver and his family wants to live by themselves out in the woods. FBI and the ATF believes he is attached to a white supremacy group. Long story short, Randy Weaver's wife and son ended up dying. There was an FBI HRT sniper, Lon Horiuchi, that was one of the snipers on scene. Actually got charged with manslaughter, but that was dismissed because of the U.S. Supremacy Clause. Waco, the Branch Davidians. You guys probably might remember this one. At the end of the 51-day siege, 76 dead, 25 of those were children. Black Wall Street. Guys, go educate yourself on this one. This is a doozy. 1921, Tulsa. The black community is thriving. They are prosperous like nothing seen before. The oil boom is out and about. There's a black youth that gets incorrectly charged with assaulting a young white lady. Fast forward a couple days, the local government arms the white community. Black businesses, black homes are burned. Were even instances of turpentine bombs being dropped from aircraft overhead. People evacuate, never the same again. So, Black Wall Street. Kent State, protests due to the Vietnam War. Ohio National Guard, shoots and kills 4, wounds 9. Fred Hampton assassination. Mr. Hampton was associated with the Communist Socialist Party and the Black Panthers. But anyway, the feds, in an early morning raid Mr. Hampton's house. Him and another individual are killed. Several are wounded after the feds fire over 80 rounds into their apartment. Last, Move 9, another separatist organization. Over 500 Philadelphia police officers in 1985 went to go serve warrants against this group. A shootout ensues. At the end of the day, the police and the feds expounded over 10,000 rounds of ammunition and actually dropped 2 bombs from helicopters. So guys, if you think that the federal government would never attack its own people, or the federal government are the only ones who need firearms because they would never harm its own citizens, guys, think again. It has happened in the past. Gun control is racist. Gun control hurts those who need it the most, which is minority groups. So if you're thinking that, man, get all these guns off the street because we don't need them anymore, guys, that's why we have the Second Amendment, so that we can protect our freedom of speech. We can protect our God-given rights. So, yeah, it has happened before. Let's hope to God that it does not happen again. But I want a big shout out to Toure of Official Black Guns Matter. Guys, go follow Maj. Great information on educating the lesser touched communities when it comes to firearms education. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, be smart, be skilled. Catch you on the next one.